recent statement made by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, over his usual radio broadcast on Radio Biafra. Sincerely speaking, anyone who is absolved of self-bias and prejudice will consciously agree to the stark reality of the present degenerated and comatose state of Nigeria, and how the whole of Southeast would have been a victim of the Islamization agenda of the Fulanis. The proliferation of extreme Islamic terrorism in Nigeria is growing at alarming rates. Jamaat Nasrat al-Islam wa Muslim Islamic State West Africa (ISWAP), Islamic State Greater Sahara, Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, Al-Murabitun, Ansar Din, Boko Haram, Fulani Esme and bandits have a common denominator in Islamic extremism, Islamization. In areas conquered by these terrorists in different names, they quickly moved to establish Sharia laws, taking the northern part of Nigeria for an example. The victims are not very large indigenous communities, they are minorities in larger Fulani-controlled states and communities. Their voices are muted by the larger silence of the perpetrators and accomplices who actively or tactically support the mayhem. The ugliest part of all is that the central government glaringly appears accomplice to all these terror groups. With the steep decline of security in the country, the consistent breakdown of law and order, the audacious activities of arm-wielding militias, likes of Boko Haram, Fulani Esme, bandit ISWAP, and the corroborative silence or inaction of the Nigeria government with the armed forces, genuinely concerned citizens will not be wrong to conclude that this set of leaders from a region of the country north are harboring acrid resentment and sinister motives against the south, because these same Nigeria forces that are silenced to the Fulani mayhem are daily engaging in criminal activities of abductions in the southeast. These are alarm that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra and IPOB, have disturbingly raised since years back. Thankfully, yes, he has been raising that alarm, and thank God. So thankfully, while some choose to ignore or observe a little longer, many of the Southeast heeded his warning. IPOB organize and present resistance to these murderous elements. This is obviously why we are yet to have refugees from the eastern parts of Nigeria, like the residents in the north and some parts of southwest. The killer Esme terrorist activities in Biafra land have reduced to sleeper inactive cells. They live in fear of Eastern Security Network, a combatant security outfit launched by Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, to trace and flush out any form of terrorism in Southeast. It is on this note, therefore, that we must all, irrespective of tribe and political affiliations, acknowledge the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB in courageously exposing and countering the many atrocities and ills of the terror Fulani against the Southeast. He said, had it been they had not come, some of you would have been answering Yusuf by now. Yes, LDB we have not come, some of you be answering Yusuf, and your building turned into mosque by now, says Nnamdi Kanu. He'll be answering Yusuf, because if not, of course, and it's really a good thing, because a lot of Igbo people quickly tuned into that, and that's why you see that they are very, very strong in their agitation and in what they really believe. And those who were sleeping, you see what is happening now. And I've asked that question, why is it that these people have not been, there has not been a reprisal attack in the Southeast, but it's in Yoruba land that we are hearing all this. Even when they have given them ultimatum that they don't want open grazing, you see that these people we have not heard anything from this Mieti Allah in the Southeast saying that they will continue to go on open grazing because mad people dey everywhere. They you know that even they if they can they are not giving down or backing down with the Nigerian military who has been looking for their trouble. So is it all this Fulani men they want to run away from? No, no. So if they think that they want to, like the way they are making mass, all these Fulani men now, they are threatening that say nobody can ban them for open grazing. It is not so. It's not good. They're not going to do anything. I've never heard such a thing or such a pronouncement or this bragging in the southeast. They have not done that. So irrespective of for the fact that the southeast leaders too, they are not even helping matter, but the people on ground are so determined that we are not going to go in the line of our leaders because our leaders are not interested in our welfare. They don't care, and all the leaders across board they don't care about the people until the people themselves will stand up against any ruler or any leader who is going to be against them. Yes, things will continue to go the way it's going. Not only Yusuf, also Adamu and Musa, my people everywhere, them plan, their plan don't fail Yakata. Like, somebody is responding to what Nnamdi Kanu said. Adibi, they had not come, they have not put everything in place. Oh, nobody this one would talk, now would talk, things would have gone wrong. Well, someone say nonsense post. They say nonsense post to the bandits, kidnappers, Fulani S-men. Of course, he's going to be nonsense post to them. Nnamdi Kanu and IPOP, you will live long. We stand now. You are sent by God by your power because our governors they have sold us to the Hausa Fulani. Absolute truth which the gullibles and betrayers will deny. Thanks to Nnamdi Kanu and Eastern Security Network. If not for their good work, it would have been terrible on Southerners. Don't mind people who disagree with this post. They are part of the sinister plan. Exactly. They are part of the sinister plan. That is what I'm saying. Now, it's not difficult. These governors, in a way, they are going to be enjoying it because the money they are supposed to spend on security to be able to establish this security outfit, they are going to be pocketing it. I mean, why some people are voluntarily working, doing their job. Now, they will not be hearing, oh, Fulani this, Fulani that. But because of selfishness, in the first place, they can't even talk. They can't even talk. God in heaven, only Jehovah, has saved us, and He alone be glorified. More to come to mind. Someone say to Fiakwa that they would have been bearing Sule Adamu. Now, you may take his statements as madman's. You can take it now, but all the things that he's saying now, are you not? Are you not suffering from that now? If you say, oh, you are not a farmer, but when you are traveling, you will understand what people are talking about. Those who are not farming, those who are traveling, they know what has been happening. And again, everywhere there's no security everywhere. If the government cannot secure the police cannot secure themselves, even to the extent of them being kidnapped, then what are we talking about? So guys, let's hear your opinion. Very, 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 very.